Okay, today should be a fairly straightforward day. As far as the larger time frame bias goes, we don't really know which direction we want to go. We've had bullish order flow on the bigger time frame, but once we rebalanced to equilibrium, we started to make new highs, but could not clear this one and instead just kind of mellowed out, and we've been in this range. So that's kind of good for us. It gives us a clean opportunity, most likely. If we come down and take out one of these sell side or buy side levels, we could probably look to target the opposite direction. So especially after rebalancing to the new week opening gap, we've got plenty of room in either direction. So it's really just about seeing which one is swept, and then gives us manipulation to then target the opposite direction. So today's just going to be a patience game. We don't really have a whole lot of news coming out today at all. So today is strictly price action and seeing if we could finally end this losing streak. Alright, we have our change in the state. This is technically still manipulation, even though we don't have SMTs at the highs. We did come up and we stopped out everybody that was short here that had their stops above. Stopped them out and they quickly ran through right through this inverse fair value gap. We then close below the change in the state. So now if we get a pullback to, let's say, this inverse, I would enter, or if we continue down lower and then create a bearish fair value gap that we could tap into on the way down, that's what I would enter off of. And then we'll just throw our stops above this high. If we are going to continue lower, I'd like to see a lot of this move get retraced, probably 50% of it if we're looking at, so I'm going to pull back to equilibrium of that range. Down here would be pretty sweet. Okay, there's our first TP. Second TP probably will be, I mean, could we see it come all the way down here? Absolutely. Fuck it. We'll throw our second TP down here. Alright, I am gonna walk away from here. I got shit to do. I will, I guess, pick up when I get back. Hopefully we have hit our TP, but we'll just have to see when we get back. Finally. Alright, we got our trailing stop hit. Came up, we took this buy side level up here, and then right after we took buy side, we had a little bit of manipulation. So we didn't have SMTs put in place, but we did create highs. We swept it, we came back up, and then once we swept it again, we just pretty much stopped everybody out that was short here. Then once we ran through this inverse, I was pretty confident that if we had a change in the state, we would absolutely continue to drop. So I just waited for a pullback into this fair value gap right here, as well as the inverse fair value gap. You see I entered right there. First TP was the 50% of this move. That's where we took our first take profit. I then moved my stop to break even, and then we just kind of rode it out all the way until here. Final TP was going to be down here. However, after being up like a total of $500 on the day, I wasn't going to give back more than half of the profits. So then I just started to trail the stop. So it ended up finally getting hit. We were in that trade from 9:16 until 1:30. Like 4 hours. We're up $554 on the day, putting an end to the losing streak. And yeah, that'll do it for now. I'll be back tomorrow.